Sitting here sipping on cold truth. Nobody knows what I'm going through. Bet the devil wouldn't walk in my shoes. Wish someone told me living this life would be lonely. Trying to get away from the old me. Still stuck singing these blues. All I really need is a little good news. All I really need is a little. Something bring me back to the middle. All I really need is a little good news.
Broski, yummy. I just touched down in LA, the Spanish, my favorite. This that G. I keep it playing, so I put it on. She be in it, she just made a big. I got rolling over. Speeding to the money like I'm running from the feds. Posting with my this say yeah. I'm like, whoa, see residuals, watch the money grow. I'm in flow, greatest story told, watch it all unfold. I'm like, whoa, reaping what I sow, harvest getting bigger, they are froze.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Lone Star State and the Alamo City of San Antonio, Texas. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And this opening dynamic kickoff not going to be returned. It'll come out to the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Yeah! Here we go! Right check!
In motion comes the tight end left. They'll start the drive here with Pacheco. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33. But you look at this defense, and they've played well against the pass, currently ranked 7th in the NFL.
This secondary has really developed into one of the strengths of this team. They diagnose, they cover, they run, they hit. What a nice team.
Ready, take. We're going to 53.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Prescott. He's going to sling this deep downfield. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Picked off by Reek Woolen. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line.
I really don't think you can fault the decision-making here because your offensive quarterback, they really had a big week last week, and you're ready for them to go again here. Not the anticipated result, of course, but you definitely understand why they did what they did. That quarterback's been hot. You want to keep the ball in his hands and see if he can keep the magic going.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
15.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. This complete to the tight end, Tucker Kraft. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive, 1st down.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
Now a first carry for the brother of Dalvin. It's James Cook, and he's got it to about the 40. Well, this defense, Charles, really played well in that win a week ago.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
Now a 2nd and 6. Motion man is Shakir. Looking to throw is Mahomes. A quick throw there is incomplete. When you look at this defense, they played extremely well last week in that win over the Packers.
This defense has a lot to be proud of coming off of the game they played last week. When you only give up 14 points in a game, not only do you give your team a chance to win, you fully expect to win because you figure your offense is going to score more than that.
The first down line at the 34 here on 3rd down.
Yellow. Easy.
Mahomes going to throw. Swinging this out wide here for Cook. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 18 yards, a big pickup there on 3rd down.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Mahomes taps this forward. It's a jet sweep. Patrick Surtain, the all-pro corner, up to make the tackle.
And that's something you have to get ready for defensively because in today's NFL, teams will use their wide receivers on jet sweeps, end arounds. They'll move them back in the backfield to make them running backs. Partner, this was much more of a tap pass, but effective nonetheless.
And I think both guys love it. If you're a quarterback, it's an easy completion. If you're a wide receiver, you get the easy reception and also a chance to try to make a play with your feet. And again, it's Mahomes. And he'll go right back to Moore, complete again. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. That's good for a first down, his 2nd catch of the opening drive. Well, no question, this is exactly how they wanted to start this football game. And nice pass there. Now they're set up beautifully, Charles, to finish this off with a touchdown.
Yeah, but they've still got to finish it off, partner, and that means they've got to execute at this stage of the field. So we've seen many teams march it right to the goal line and not cash in. They got something dialed up here that puts it in the end zone.
That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. Mahomes now to throw. And he's going to be dropped. Back at the 15-yard line. Buried behind the line by Azeez Ojulari.
2nd goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
They need to reverse the trend. The last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's 3rd and goal. On play action, it's Mahomes. Looking right side, and it's intercepted. Troy Hill picks it, and a short return to the 6-yard line.
And that felt like a little extra pressure on that 3rd down attempt, and their mistake cost them points because they're inside the red zone. So you know you've got at least a field goal waiting for you. And in this case, they end up with nothing.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there's not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Headed straight, it's Pacheco. And they'll get him down up past the 15. It's a first down on a gain of 10. Well, CD, a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line. 74 yards rushing for him now as he has gotten the night off to a hot start. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that would look like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
Now Prescott. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on first down on the sack. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Prescott to throw it. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown. DK Metcalf. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Orbits use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2? Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Drew Sanders.
Well, they're certainly not giving much help to their defense, are they? Because for the second time now, that deep. Back out on the field early after an interception. And remember, on the last drive, the opposing side took it in for 6 after that interception.
They're coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive.
Yeah, here we go. Ready, take. Ready, take. 47. We're going to 54. Wide. Ready, take.
Here's Pacheco headed right. And they'll get this down to the 10. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. One thing's for sure, this defense has to figure out how to stop the ground game. He's eating them up here in the first quarter.
It looks like they have to go to different forces, aren't they? The conventional things aren't working too well. So I remember a coach of mine saying way back when a back's having a great game, you've got to get the ball out of his hands. See how far he can run without the ball. And what he meant was...
And he will take this one in for a touchdown. Isaiah Pacheco from 10 yards out. And the Orbits are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Well, we know he has decent hands out of the backfield. That's the first time, Charles, they've targeted him in the passing game, and it pays dividends.
And I love the design, too, because they kept him in the backfield, made the defense think run first before they swung him out of there. And you're right, with his hands, they might want to throw it to him just a little bit more.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Going quickly out wide to Moore. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming. Algier going straight ahead. And this one goes nowhere. Lose. On the play back at the 46. Now a timeout called for by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They need 2. Here's 3rd down.
Yellow.
Throwing now is Mahomes. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him.
Seems like all the fireworks in this first quarter have been on the other sideline, but here they're saying, hey, we've got some explosive guys on our side too. And that's a big play in a game that's looking like it might be full of big plays.
He takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Ready for the second quarter, and it's our visitors with the football as they've got it 2nd and 7. Motion man is Shakir. Mahomes taps this forward. It's a jet sweep. And he'll find his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him. Motion man is Shakir.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Move the chains, a gain of 7 on 3rd down.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. 1st down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Again, it's Cook, and he is into the end zone for a touchdown. With his 6th rushing touchdown on the year, 10th overall. And his guys are able to make this a close game again. They go I formation, fullback leads the way for the touchdown. Sort of a lost art, isn't it?
It really is, but sometimes when you're able to bring it back and use it against other teams, they're not prepared for it. They haven't seen it in a while, and now you gain an advantage, and we just saw that advantage result in a touchdown.
Aubrey good with a PAT, and that'll make our score 14-7. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback, and we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they are right at the 500 mark on the year and got there with the victory a week ago.
And I think right now I put myself in the shoes of the head coach and say, all right, time to reset a little bit. And I don't give my team a win one for the Gipper speech. But I do say, look, we haven't played our best football yet, but we are at 500 and we're still in it. Let's try and string a few of these victories together, and we're capable of doing so.
In need of only about the length of the football here on 2nd down. Pacheco gets it up the gut, and that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package, and that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. On 3rd down, it's Pacheco. And he's got a 1st down as he's up to the 48. 94 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half.
That's how you get right up off of the mat, because on the last play, they stoned him in the backfield and dropped him for a loss. But he's the type of guy that scared me a little bit because he's not daunted. Just got right back up, showed some confidence, and picked up a 1st down with his very next run.
Now Prescott. He'll get this complete to Worthy. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. So no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Yeah, here we go. I think. Kill.
To throw is Prescott. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And this is caught inside the 5. And he will take it in for the touchdown. 3 touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Orbits go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 21-7. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And not willing to risk a return. This ball is going to come out to the 30-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
That's to Kraft, the tight end. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
When you struggle on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
Oh, and this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. From the 43, here's second down and 2. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. They'll find more on the comeback route. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. That'll give him 60 yards receiving now as he's got a first down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth.
Yes,
and he's miles away. And touchdown! Rondale Moore. 25 yards for the touchdown. And his guys have made this a one-score game now. Now the extra point up and good by Aubrey. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening.
And that's caught inside the 30. And touchdown! DK Metcalf. His way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Orbits are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. So the numbers are starting to pile up here early on. We have yet to reach halftime, yet that is already now 4 touchdown passes. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead now up to 14. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive,
and Mahomes misfires again, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Pat Surtain. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. A nightmare of a first half for him. That's now 3 interceptions. But, Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go to the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2.
Following the interception, here's Prescott. Under pressure, and down he goes. Nolan Smith in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
No question, that was needed by the defense because they're already trailing by a couple of scores. They had to get off the field without allowing another one. That sack on the first play, that may have derailed this drive.
Yeah! Here we go! Right, check! Here we go, 47! Here we go, kill! 26.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Prescott. And his throw here's incomplete.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
We're going to 54. Why hit?
Looking to throw. Prescott. He's going to float this one deep right side. Touchdown! And Xavier Worthy, 48 yards. And the Orbits will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, Charles, you're down multiple scores, less than a minute left here, but with that deficit, they've got to try to at least work their way into field goal range to try to muster something out of this drive.
And I'm going to go ahead and date myself one more time because I'm going to quote an old Smokey and the Bandit lyric. They've got a long way to go and a short time to get there, but they still have time to get it done. So I'm looking forward to watching them mount this drive and see if they can get some points out of it.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
Yellow!
Now Mahomes. This will be caught downfield by Moore. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. First down, here's the run with Cook. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Here's a 2nd and 5. Here's Mahomes to throw. And Cook has it, left side. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So a decent gain there, but not their 4th consecutive first down like they had on the first 3 plays.
You sound almost disappointed there. You want to fire the offensive coordinator on that one or what?
They'd gotten into a rhythm. I thought they were just going to keep going.
Well, almost a win for the defense, but if that's your win, you're not doing very well right now.
From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes. Able to find the open man. That's complete. Touchdown! Dalton Kincaid in the final seconds of the first half. And his guys are able to close that gap just a bit. Aubrey now for the point after. And the lead will be cut down to 14. 4 seconds, all that remain here this first half as the kick gets away. And this ball is not going to get to the 20, so this is going to be whistled dead, and the ball's going to be placed up at the 40-yard line. Final play of the half. Prescott. A short one going to be taken in here by Schultz. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon.
Set to kick off.
So this a 2-possession ball game as we get back underway, set for the third quarter. And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Up the middle, it's Cook. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
He's had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd and 2. They go quickly here out to Moore. Yeah, he's got to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. His first catch of this third quarter, he had 7 in the first half. It's also a first down.
43, 45, yellow. 50. Hey, Ripley.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. Has his man, it's Shakir. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. Mahomes going to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Moore, the man in motion.
They'll go with a touch pass here, trying to pick it up. And it's not going to be enough here. A gain of 4, about 2 feet short of the marker, 4th down. Mahomes taps this forward. It's a jet sweep. He'll get it inside the 20. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. A big pickup of 12 yards on 4th down to keep this drive from stalling. Just a simple tap pass, but it pays off in a big way.
And sometimes the simple stuff causes the most problems for a defense because there's a breakdown in communication there. When that receiver goes behind the line of scrimmage and it looks like he's going in motion, someone either has to go with him or he has to be passed off to another defender. Somehow they didn't get that communicated well, and it turned into a nice play.
From the gun, it's a give to Cook. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Again, it's Cook. He'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3.
Here is 3rd down and 4.
Give to Cook out of the gun. And he's brought down short. 2 yards there. Needed 4. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down.
Motion man is Shakir.
They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. That's to his running back, complete. And he's unable to get away. They stop him at the line on 4th and 2. They go for it on 4th down, but come up empty. And this 11-play drive is going to lead to nothing on the scoreboard. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
Kill. Yeah, here we go.
Here's Pacheco to begin the drive.
And he'll take this one up to about the 13.
An even 100 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
Second down and 4.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he is going to lose yardage here.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Here comes 3rd down and 7.
Yeah, here we go.
Here's Prescott.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. That's a gain of nearly 40 yards on 3rd and medium to pick up the first.
They made that way too easy for them. No one is supposed to be that open against an NFL defense. Once he caught the ball, there wasn't anybody close enough to stop him. And he was able to continue downfield after making the catch.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I have zero rooting interest in either team in this game. I only want a good game. But with all the offense we've seen from them tonight, it's kind of nice to see the defense step up and make a big play.
Yeah, I was wondering if they were ever going to get him in the backfield. Nice to see him get a stop.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11.
Here we go.
Prescott. Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back.
Nolan Smith able to drop him that time for his second sack of the evening. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long.
Here we go, 46, 46. 26.
Now Prescott.
Got an open man. It's Josh Palmer.
Despite a pickup of 16, they're still well short of the sticks on fourth.
A gain of 16 brings up fourth down.
One quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And they'll send out their punter now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the fourth quarter. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a two-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. In motion goes the tight end. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. To the right side, and he's got more complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A very solid gain of 27.
Good yardage on the completion there. And when they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. A good first down call as the screenplay gets him 9.
And good yardage there on first down because sometimes all you need to do on the screen is get one key block. That might set your man free, and that was pretty good pursuit to the football defensively, or it could have gone for more.
Attack, attack!
Throwing now is Mahomes.
Right back to Cook for another completion.
And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line.
A 5-yard gain on the play.
Hey, 43, 43, 15.
Now it's Mahomes again.
That's to the sideline and incomplete.
It certainly looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But this defense gets 2 more stops. They can keep them out of that area.
2nd and 10.
Yellow. Hero, 15. 15. Yellow.
Now here's Mahomes.
That is caught. Kincaid with it.
And he's into the end zone for the receiving touchdown.
Dalton Kincaid.
His second touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And his guys are able to make this a close game again. Mahomes will throw for it. That's caught at the 2. And he will get into the end zone to cut the deficit down to 4. And around the goal line, especially on two-point tries, sometimes the QB's best friend is that big target, the tight end.
I love how you described it because you know he's going to have some length and some catch radius as well as a big body to keep people away from the football.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30.
At their own 30-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They've been asleep for a little while on this side of the football, Charles, and the score is just a one-score game now. Haven't had any points this half. What gives?
Let's go old school here. All right, let's get back to the basics. Get back to running the football, high percentage throws. Find the guys that eat pressure and make plays for you and make sure they touch it.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the fourth quarter, we see both teams hold up the four fingers, fourth quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the four fingers for 4-minute offense, and this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Yeah, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it, and let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Prescott to throw it. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Just because you got the lead in the fourth, it doesn't mean you have to play it safe. I like the aggressive play call there to push it downfield. That time, it didn't work out.
Wisnowski on to punt as he sends this one away.
And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And you sense the tide turning. They scored, then their defense forced the punt, and now a chance to ultimately take the lead here late. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 61 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. They run again on 1st down. Cook. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field when his number is called. The way he's running it, I keep going back to him.
Now 2nd and 5.
Yellow.
They run it again with Cook. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
But he won't quite make it. He needed 6. He got about 5. 4th down.
If this were baseball, we'd call this small ball. Instead of pushing it downfield, they throw a short pass trying to pick up the 1st down, but the defense rallies to the football and stops him short, bringing up a 4th down.
Who wants it more? This is 4th and a yard. They'll go for it and run a little touch pass here.
And they are going to stop him on 4th and 1 as they'll wind up going backwards. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the ball will go over on downs on the short side of the field.
They've got to have two hands on the football here as they run on 1st down.
And he's going to get this inside the 30.
It carries like that. That's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Yeah, here we go. We're going to 53.
A handoff now for Pacheco.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
Here's 3rd and 7.
Yeah, here we go. Where they take? Where they take? Hey, kill. Where they take?
Here's Pacheco once again.
And he'll get this to the 23, but that'll be well short of what he needed. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as it'll come with an even 90 seconds remaining on the clock. And his kick here is good. And that will make this a 9-point lead.
So that one, CD, going to make the road back a lot more difficult.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. You know they were praying on the other sideline for a miss because now, as you pointed out, a very difficult road. Down 2 scores. You don't just need a touchdown. You need a chain of events to go your way. You've got to score, somehow get the ball back, and score again. The odds of that happening, not great in your favor.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback, and we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. Here's 1st and 10.
Easy.
Mahomes to throw it. Throw left side to Kincaid.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
Well, there's still hope, but it's dwindling fast. No timeouts left. They need 2 scores still. 1st and 10 here. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
And let's face it, this defense has had its share of struggles all game long, and they know that they can put it all behind them if they defend well here in the 2-minute drill. Excellent coverage right there to force the incompletion.
Mahomes.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. CD, with that last pass, he joined a group of about 50 other men that are over 30,000 career passing yards. So, look, he's not at the top, but that's pretty good company.
Yeah, it's not the most exclusive fraternity in the NFL, but it's a pretty good one, isn't it?
you still have to put some numbers up in order to get in, okay? The secret knock is still there. How about him getting it done? Proud of him.
Mahomes. Short throw. He's got Kraft.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a 1st and 10.
Here's Mahomes.
That is caught. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
Cook. He is not going to get in here as they push him back to the 2-yard line. 2nd down, goal to go. Mahomes will throw.
And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
So still a small chance here with a little over 30 seconds to go, but they're definitely going to need this one to bounce their way. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though now. This one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
Well, taking that knee, maybe just a sigh of relief. They withstood a big fourth-quarter comeback. Able to hold on, though.
Certainly looked like they had things going their way, didn't it? In the fourth quarter, they had to just hold on. As you said, furious assault on them, but they were able to get it done, take a knee, and head to the locker room with a win.
Yeah! Here we go! Right there!
What a ball game this was. What an atmosphere this was. And the home team getting the late touchdown, getting the victory, and now everybody in this building can file away with smiles on their